Well, my friend Dina here is part of a colorful cast offering NBC viewers good laughs at a price that just can't be beat. And here she is, Lauren Ash from Superstore.
Hello, hi.
So great to see you and meet you.
It's so great to meet you.
Yeah, you're fun and you're beautiful, and we've had fun this morning. So I want to know how your acting career first began.
You know, I was very young. The actual kind of first real tangible moment was when I was 7. My grandparents rented a video camera, and I decided to do this like Robin Leach Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, but I changed it to Lifestyles of the Poor and Boring, which to me is a pretty advanced joke for a 7-year-old.
Absolutely.
And I was this shy little kid, and my whole family was like, you got in front of this video camera, and all of a sudden it was like a totally different child.
Oh, wow.
And so that was kind of the beginning of it.
So you weren't always an entertainer. Like, you know how moms are like, oh, he's always loved to entertain. She's always loved to entertain.
I was really, really shy as a really young child, but then it was around, 7, 8 that I started getting like really into it.
So something must have happened. You got some confidence after that, and kind of thought, people think I'm funny.
Exactly. I think it was literally just being on camera for the first time that then I was like, well, I kind of like this. Yeah. This is good. So
I like this camera
Then
thing.
I got the lead in the school play a couple years later, and the rest is history.
Oh, see, that's how it works. That's how it works. So, you know, this is a very competitive business you're in, and we were just talking about it. It's difficult. I can't even imagine. So how did you start believing in yourself and your work enough to get into the business and say, I've got this?
You know, it's interesting. I had a full scholarship to go to a rather prestigious acting school in Toronto, Canada, and I hated it. And it started to make me question whether or not I was good enough and whether or not I should even be in the industry. And as soon as those kind of insecurities crept in, I was like, I'm gonna go. Peace out. And so I dropped out of school after 4 months, and it was kind of the best thing I ever did, because I was like, no, I know that I'm meant to do this, and I know that I'm really good at this. And you know, leaving that environment, I found comedy, I found the Second City, I started taking improv and comedy classes and stuff like that, and it was the best choice I've ever made. And
you said Toronto, Canada. A lot of people might not know that that's where you're from.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So what has been your biggest career challenge so far?
Oh, the challenge. You know, it's interesting because I worked for a very long time in Canada. I had a very, successful, lengthy career. And then, you come down to the States, you come down to LA, and none of it matters. So they don't really care that you've been like the lead on multiple sitcoms in Canada, because they're like, well, we've never heard of them or seen them. So that was difficult. It was difficult to kind of get that first gig, to get somebody to take a chance and believe in you. And the last show I was on, Super Fun Night, was fortunately my chance, and they really kind of campaigned for me and believed in me, and it opened a massive door for me in the U.S.
Big old fat door, huh?
Yeah.
I love that. So what is your biggest personal or career goal as an actress or a comedian? Who do you want to work with?
You know, in terms of my personal goals, the number one thing for me is I want to be able to create content with people I love. So whether it be, television, film, whatever, being able to, like the Judd Apatow world, where it's like there's like the Freaks and Geeks cast that then you see in all of his films, for ever since, the 90s. So that's kind of like my big ultimate goal. But in terms of who I would love to work with, I mean, I am so excited by the amazing funny women that are big right now, the Amy Schumers, the Melissa McCarthy's, Tina Fey, all those women. I would just die for a chance to.
I think you could fit right in.
Yeah,
you could.
I think so.
Well, let's have some fun.
Yes.
Let's do a little Coco crash course, if you will.
Love it.
All right, I'm going to throw some things out there, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Great.
All right, so what's your favorite snack food?
Movie theater popcorn.
Wow, popcorn with butter, without butter?
With butter, and like a white cheddar powder. I carry my own. That's how sick it is. When I go to the movies, I take my little popcorn powder in my purse.
Okay, I like it. All right, so if you could be any animal, what would it be?
Oh, a puffin.
Puffin.
Yes, I've always said that the puffin is my spirit animal, and I looked it up online, and I was like, this really describes me.
Kind of cool.
And they're very whimsical, so I feel like it fits.
I think I like it. All right, favorite flick?
Oh, if I had to choose, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is the one that I always come back to. Oh, it's so depressing but beautiful.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yes.
And it's Jim Carrey in a serious role.
Right.
I love him, and And yeah, watch it. You like it.
I
It's a good one.
think I'll put it on my list. All right, so this is fun, right? Are you having fun?
Yes, I'm having a great time.
Here's another one. What's your most dreaded chore, house chore? Like, what's the what really? I gotta put gloves on for that.
You know, it's cleaning the shower, cleaning the. In LA, for some reason, all places have shower doors, and I grew up with a shower curtain, and it just adds a whole new dimension to the level of time and effort required to clean your shower. I really should get a cleaning lady, but I just for some reason am like.
Or just a squeegee.
I never thought of a squeegee.
All right, well, let's go with that.
Wow. This is bad.
It saves some
That's
time.
brilliant.
All
That's
right.
absolutely brilliant.
Do you have any allergies? Any drinks give you hives or anything like
Oh
that?
yeah, coffee. Yeah.
Coffee gives you hives?
Yeah, it's the most, and
That's
it didn't
depressing.
always. I developed this like over the past few years, and I still push it. Like every once in a while, I'll just have a cup of coffee. I'm like, am I going to get a rash?
Just to see.
And then the first cup, I'm usually fine. So then I get cocky, and I'm like, yeah, latte. No, bye bye.
You know what
See
they
ya.
say? Maybe you'll outgrow it.
Oh, I'm hoping. Honestly, I really hope so. It's a tragedy.
It is a tragedy. I'm sorry. All right, we're not done with you yet.
Great.
All right. Lauren Ash joins us again after the break. We can't wait. My shopping list is set, and as Lauren takes us inside Cloud 9, we have your backstage pass to what set secrets there are and crazy cast stories, and plus a few from our own Colorado and Company viewers. They've sent in questions, and we're going to ask Lauren live.